Hi there, we're back with Joyful Journeys, and I'm Teresa Marone, here with Patty Adamick. And Patty, that was a fabulous water magic show.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
I think it just illustrates how water really is such a vital essence.
The connection.
Exactly.
To all of us. But so Continuum movement, I know you teach classes, workshops, but you also have a private practice.
I do.
How do you work Continuum movement into that?
Well, Continuum is such a self-empowering practice, and I have been a massage therapist, bodywork person for many years, and one of the things that I found about Continuum is that it gives a resource, a tool for people to work with their own bodies to continue the healing that happens when we're together.
Right.
I mean, everybody needs a little help from their friends or their massage therapist or their chiropractor, whoever. But especially if someone is dealing with a chronic issue, a long-term issue, sometimes an autoimmune disorder or something like that, you have to have the tools to take care of yourself on a daily basis. And because of the simplicity of Continuum, the deep, profound connection that it brings us to, even down into a cellular level, it's just a very natural self-care tool.
Most of the things that I've seen you do and that I've done with you have taken you into a deep state very quickly. That's the power of Continuum movement. It can transform you very quickly.
Yes. It's pretty amazing in that regard. I mean, I spent years, I still use the practice of Zen body therapy, which is an amazing structural fascia type of practice or modality, and lymphatic drainage, which of course is fluid-based, immune system boosting. But what I found with adding the Continuum in with those practices, it deepens the level of change.
Does it help your clients, the people that come to you for private sessions, does it help them sustain the value of your session a little longer and deepen it? Because that sounds fascinating.
It does. It's amazing. And the other thing that it does is it gives a person the capacity to take care of themselves, so that even though you might still come to see me or someone else, you know that
you don't drop down as far in between.
Right. And you, if you get into a situation, I'm trying to think of a particular example. Well, a great one is people with low back problems.
Right, or chronic pain.
Chronic pain, a stiff neck. You know, you wake up in the morning and you're like,
right here, right here.
Right. And of course, you want help. You want to change that. Well, Continuum is something you can do in just a few minutes, applying the sound of Continuum.
What sound is for here?
Well,
aren't you a neck and shoulder specialist?
Well, I do a lot with neck and shoulders. I have had a lot of neck and shoulder issues myself, and so I can definitely relate. And
stress always gets me right here.
Okay. Do you want to try a little Continuum there?
Oh, could we?
Sure.
I didn't expect that. This is a bonus.
Let's do the Theta breath.
Oh, you want to do one of the breaths?
The Theta breath is very quiet. Everyone does. So it's like a soft TH. And I sometimes say it sounds like a snake with a lisp, because it's not quite a hiss, but it has that tone. So it's a.
Now, what do I image?
Well, you have something going on right here. Just place your hand there, if that's comfortable. And as you notice the breath from the Theta, it comes out sort of a flat spread. And that is exactly the effect that the Theta breath will have on your tissues. So as you do the Theta, that compressed tension where that muscle knot is going to start to soften, open, release.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Let's try it.
Okay.
All right, try it with us. Place your hand on any place, right, that you might have
Any
pain.
place that feels stuck or compressed or tight, whatever.
Yeah, let's all give it a try.
Okay. Now, another very important aspect, and if we were doing this in
For
a
real.
session, we would do it for a longer period, but a very important part now is to allow yourself to feel the response, to notice the response to that sound.
Don't you have a name for that?
It's called open attention.
I
It's
love
one
that.
of yes, it's one of the parts of the continuum practice is to not only activate and move, but also to give your body the chance to respond. We're so overstimulated these days.
You know, we are.
So this is a chance to tune into the response that you're having at the deep bio level
And I
of your
do
system.
feel a difference in my shoulder. And it was that quick. And we're on television. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm really fully focused. It did help. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I like that breath.
Everybody loves it. It's top 10. It's a continuum top 10.
It's a top 10. Along with the magic show.
That's right.
Well, but back to your private sessions. So what kind of person would benefit the most from coming and having this particular structural integration mixed with continuum, breath, all of that? What type of person would be the perfect candidate for that?
The person that benefits the most from a session, and I do work with people in a program.
Oh.
So when someone comes to me, we structure a plan based on what they need and where they are at. If they're working with other healthcare practitioners,
Sure.
we communicate to make sure that what we do is complementary to their other treatments. But a person that has an ongoing issue that they have done other things for, and
Probably
it's
taking
still
medication.
possibly taking medication, or possibly just having the chronic, you know, I get all tightened up and then I get some kind of treatment and then I'm okay for a few days, then I'm back to the same place. So anything like that. So especially neck and shoulder pain, low back pain,
Joints,
joint issues.
recovery from surgery.
Recovery from surgery is excellent to
That's really important.
help
time.
accelerate.
To
And
love your body, right? To love your body and as it's healing.
yes, and to give your body the resources to accelerate that process so that you're really nourishing yourself at that time. And by nourishment, not only talking about eating right and resting, but the nourishment of allowing yourself to understand and to acknowledge the responses, the healing responses that are going on in your system.
Right. Well, that sounds great, Patty. And I tell you what, we want to find out a little bit more about all of this, but we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back and talk a little bit more with Patty Adamick.
Okay.